This is not where I expected to end up.
Claire Nelson has fallen off a cliff. She's unable to move.
With a shattered pelvis. In the desert.
All alone and far from help.
I might die here, and I'm really scared that that's the case, and I don't know what to do. I can't get a signal out here. And I call for help, and no one's out here. This is the stupidest thing I've ever done.
Claire is recording what she's going through on her digital camera.
Can't move. Fuck. Trying to keep covered from the sun. Trying to ration my water.
Bit by bit, day by day, as Claire's condition deteriorates.
I don't want to be here. I really don't want to be here.
Her recordings are an incredible insight into how, when faced with the worst, she finds the strength to survive. What brought Claire out here was her drive to have an adventurous life. To pay for her travels around the world, she's building a career as a freelance travel writer.
I would say I'm an independent person who loves to travel, see the world. I've always wanted to share my experiences with other people, whether that's through writing, whether that's through social media. You know, if I can find a way to share experiences, then I will.
A few years ago, while living in London, Claire met fellow travellers, Aussie Natalie Saunders and American Lou Lorenta. They toured parts of Europe together.
We always meet up in different countries to see each other, so yeah. But definitely very loving, independent, fiercely independent, and yeah, just a great friend.
Yeah, she's definitely has a great sense of adventure. She's a bit of a gypsy like us, and I think that really has kept us friends through the years.
In May this year, Lou and Natalie invited Claire to visit them at their home in California, near the famed Joshua Tree National Park, 2 hours drive from Los Angeles.
We decided that she would come in a week before we were going away on a holiday. And then she could have, a 2 or 3 week stay, and she could look after my cats as well while I was away.
It's the start of the Northern Hemisphere summer, and daytime temperatures in the desert park regularly hit 40 degrees.
The desert is it's an incredible place, and the Joshua Tree Desert in particular is really unique. It's like nowhere else I've been. So I would plan little day hikes here and there and look up different trails that I can do.
Before Lou and Natalie head off on vacation, they give Claire some advice about hiking in the park.
It's definitely dangerous. It has its fair share of rattlesnakes, occasional mountain lion, even though they're very rare. But it's more just the incredibly tough terrain and the environment that is just, it's unforgiving. So it's definitely a place you have to respect and fear a little bit.
I was very aware of snakes. This was something I was particularly sort of preoccupied with, the idea of snakes. I knew it was rattlesnake season. And of course there's the heat as well. So I know that the desert is a fairly hostile environment and you have to be sensible.
So on May 22, when Claire sets off on a half-day, 10-kilometre hike, she feels well prepared. She parks her car at the start of the trail and headed off alone.
I was carrying a day pack with 3 litres of water. I had a 2-litre Camelback and a 1-litre bottle that I was holding. I took a first aid kit. I took 2 tubes of sunscreen. Beautiful scenery, it was a perfect day. It was very, very hot, of course. I then found that there was a little bit more effort involved than I had expected.
A few hours into the hike, Claire realises she is no longer on the trail, but has mistakenly wandered along a dry riverbed.
And I couldn't find the trail, and I thought, that might be the trail down there, I'll give it a shot. My foot immediately started to slip. I had no idea how far down I was going to fall. I just knew something was about to be really bad.
This is not where I expected to end up.
Claire has plunged 6 metres. Landing on her back, she was seriously injured.
The shattered pelvis. In the desert.
I started making the videos as soon as I fell. I wanted to record a message to my family so that if they ever did find me dead, that they would know what had happened.
It is fucking hot. I don't know what temperature it is out here. It must be in the 40s. And I can't get to any shade. I just tried, in a sheer moment of fuck the pain again, and I tried to roll myself over into that little shady alcove. I almost got there. As soon as I managed to kind of lever my pelvis over, you hear this click, 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 crunch, 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 and then, oh, the noise that came out of me, I swear to God. And then, of course, I had to roll back over and I nearly passed out. And I don't want to pass out in the sun or ever. And if I wake up again. So I'm not going to try that.
It was pretty scary. I knew that I could die there. I knew that pretty quickly. And it was something that once I had accepted that, I then tried to put it out of my head, but I knew it was dire. Yeah.
Claire uses her hiking stick to apply sunscreen to her legs. To dull the pain, she takes headache tablets and washes them down with some of her precious water.
Just waiting for the sun to get off my legs, which is always about an hour after it gets off my face. It was quite a fight with the heat today. I'm not letting it win. But boy, oh boy, I don't want to have to do that again tomorrow. Please. And in this crazy heat, I keep thinking I'm hearing a helicopter. And at one point I thought I heard an ambulance in the distance, but it was all in my head. It's not fair.
The heat of the day is draining. Claire's first night, terrifying. She begins to think she might not be alone.
There are some bats flying around up here in the rocks. I'm hoping they're not bitey bats and that they have no interest in me.
Even more worrying, packs of coyotes that roam the park, hunting at night.
I was very aware of coyotes being a threat to me in that position. If they realise that I'm easy prey, you know, I can't get away from them. And certainly if more than one shows up, then, you know, that would be a pretty grisly death.
Coming up, a disastrous fall.
This is not where I expected to end up.
Lost,
The shattered pelvis.
alone, unable to move. The incredible survival story,
I'll do anything to see you guys. I don't want to be here.
captured on a mobile phone.
When is someone going to come looking for me?
Claire Nelson has fallen into a deep canyon in California's Joshua Tree National Park. It's day 2. Unable to move, Claire uses a plastic bag, a hat, and her hiking stick to create shade.
I was doing this kind of MacGyver-ish creation and putting the hat on top of that and holding that up.
My makeshift umbrella. This is basically me for the next 6 hours now that the sun's coming over me. And legs covered. It's very, very hot.
Claire eats her last remaining food, a boiled egg. She has a few mouthfuls of water left and knows it won't last.
I'm not worried about food, it's water that I'm worried about. It's drink. I thought, what, 3 days you can go without? Fuck. Probably less in the desert, maybe 1 day.
And that's when I made a conscious decision that I'm gonna have to start drinking urine. It wasn't even something I hesitated at, but what I did do was think, I don't know if I can stomach it.
If I go through one more hot day like this, I'm a goner. I've got no more resources. My kidneys hurt. I'm dehydrated. You know, this is the colour of what I'm drinking. It just kind of says it all, really. It's not how I want to go, I have to say. Really hoping someone finds me.
But another night and day would pass before anyone would notice Claire is even missing.
This is the first time I've actually cried because I'm getting really freaked out now. And I just think of all of you guys, my friends and my family, and I would do anything to see you guys. I don't want to be here. I really don't want to be here.
Her friends Natalie Saunders and Lula Renter are on holiday in Scotland and start to wonder why Claire hasn't been posting anything on social media.
And I thought, that's not right. She's in Joshua Tree, she's hiking, she's seeing beautiful things. She would have definitely posted, and my stomach just dropped and I knew something was wrong.
They call Joshua Tree National Park to report Claire as a possible missing hiker. Park rangers find her car abandoned in a parking lot.
And that's when I think we started to panic at that point, because we knew Claire was somewhere at least a couple days in the desert on her own. And yeah, it was a terrible feeling.
So I should find some hope in the fact I still have tears, so I'm not completely tried out yet. Oh God. There's still hope, I just feeling a little bit freaked out.
Claire didn't know it, but on the morning of the fourth day, a search is at last underway.
In Claire's case, we started where her vehicle was, and then we just kind of worked our way out as we searched for her.
Manny Romero has the unenviable task of trying to spot Claire from the search and rescue chopper. Claire is at her absolute lowest. She records a final message.
When is someone going to come looking for me? This heat is trying to get to me. I won't let it.
Then her battery runs out.
I think that's when I realised that this could be it.
As we were flying around, we searched some of the common trails, made a lot of announcements over our PA system that if Claire could hear us, if she could make any type of movement.
Then I hear these words just come out of nowhere, really loud and very clear, and it was, "We're looking for a missing hiker." This voice, and I realised, oh, it was a helicopter. But then I remember thinking, they're looking for a missing hiker. Is it me? Could it be me? And I kind of scrabbled to lift the sunshade off myself, and I was kind of waving it. And I didn't know where the helicopter or the voice were coming from, but I could hear it. And I'm screaming, I'm here, somebody help me, I'm here, and waving this thing.
And at the bottom of that stick was Claire Nelson waving at us. What I would describe as a floating bag is what it looked like to me. And it ended up being a bag that was at the end of a stick. And at the bottom of that stick was Claire Nelson waving at us.
And then I hear them say, we see you, we're gonna come and get you. And I dropped the stick and I just covered my face, and I was too dehydrated to cry, but I sobbed, like dry sobbing, and it was just, the relief was just incredible. And I was thinking, I'm gonna be okay. I am going to be okay.
The rescue chopper lands nearby and Claire is carried to safety on a stretcher.
I believe that Claire was able to survive this because she had the mindset to survive.
She's flown to hospital and undergoes emergency surgery.
I've always been aware of mortality and that life is short and all that. Any given moment, you know, it could all be taken away from you. I wasn't ready to die. You know, there's something to be said about, you know, a will to live. You know, it's a really strong motivator. It's a very powerful force. And I underestimated that until that was all I had. I didn't want that to be where my story ended.